Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're going to Philadelphia. That's right, we're making the cheesesteak. Now, before anyone comes at me, I am an everyday cook. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. It's fine. We all have fun, we adventure together, but today we're gonna do it in the Deluxe Air Fryer. Now, if you have a different air fryer, you can totally do this in any air fryer of your choice. But you guys know, who have been with me for a little while, that I love the basket of the Deluxe Air Fryer. And I think this recipe would be brilliant using the Deluxe Air Fryer. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, after a little bit of research, I am a little confused as to how people season their meat for the Philly cheesesteak. Some people say just salt and pepper. They're purists, that's all you need because it's a good cut of meat. Well, okay, that's the way I'm gonna do it. But then I saw others who use Worcestershire and even soy and even some other seasonings. I don't know who's right. I'm not from Philadelphia, nor have I actually ever eaten a true Philadelphia cheesesteak in Philadelphia. I've eaten it other places, but never in Philadelphia. So if I'm wrong, please, you Philadelphia people, let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna do this in the air fryer and we're gonna have a lot of fun as we adventure. Now, the other thing I will mention is if you don't have a basket, you probably can just make this regular kind of on your tray, like a tray like this. Just stick it into your air fryer. You're gonna have to toss it a few times. Or if you have a basket air fryer, you'll have to shake it a few times. But my basket's gonna do all the shaking for me, and that thrills me because I'm lazy. I mean, let's just face it, I'm lazy. I'm a lazy cook. I like things that make my life easier so I can be a little more lazy. Not that I'm actually lazy, but whatever. All right, you guys, are you ready for this adventure? Let's get started. Here's what you're gonna need. 1 pound of ribeye steak or eye of round sliced thin, 1 white onion sliced, 1 bell pepper sliced, salt and pepper to taste, cheese whiz or provolone cheese, hoagie rolls, 4 to 6 tablespoons of butter, 1 to 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is season up these veggies. Now, I didn't mention olive oil when I said what we needed for this recipe, but you definitely need some olive oil, so I'm saying it now. So we're just gonna stick about half of these onions in our bowl, half of the green peppers, which everything that I read said you could do either red or green bell peppers. All right, I'm gonna stick the other half in there too. I don't know why I did it half at a time. Probably because I thought it wouldn't fit all in this bowl, but this is a massive bowl, so it's fine. I'm feeding 2 very hungry guys, so I'm gonna probably have to do this in waves. All right, and then we're just gonna give those a toss, and we're gonna toss things out of the bowl because that's true Heather style. Okay, here we go. Olive oil in, probably like 2 tablespoons, but this is 3 peppers and 1 whole onion, so I figure I probably need plenty. Oh, and salt and pepper. Probably like enough to season your veggies. So you're looking at like a teaspoon and half a teaspoon for your pepper. Now we're gonna toss. All right, I feel like that's pretty well tossed. Okay, we're gonna set that aside for just a moment so we can focus on our eye of round. Now, I was going to get ribeye today, but the ribeye was way more expensive than I had the budget for, so we're gonna settle on eye of round. So what I'm gonna do here is I am just going to spread them out. I'm gonna salt and pepper all of the sides of this. That way, everybody gets salt and pepper and everybody's happy. And be liberal about this because this is the only seasoning that this meat is going to get. So you definitely want to make sure that you salt. Now don't oversalt. I mean, oversalting is a thing, but you definitely want to salt enough so that you season your meat. Now, like I mentioned, some of the recipes had you like marinating the meat for a long time and then cooking it after you marinate. I saw way more recipes of people just using salt and pepper. So I hope that that's right. Okay, so if you're using the basket along with me, I actually don't know if the basket's gonna work, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. because I feel like this is meant for the basket because I do fajitas in here, and basically Philly steak is fajita-like, right? I mean, is that blasphemous to say? I hope not. In any respect, I am gonna go ahead and cut mine in a couple strips only because I want to make sure that they cook within the vegetables the way that I feel like they should. Usually they don't cut it up until after it's cooked and ready to go. You know, like they cut it with their spatulas and then they put it in your bun. But I feel like I need to do it like this because it's going with the meat. Otherwise, it possibly won't toss around with the meat, right? Okay. I'm using the total wrong knife too, but my chef's knife is dirty and I didn't want to wash it because, remember, lazy. Okay, so we're just going to cut these in strips. I feel like that would cook better inside of the basket of our air fryer. All right, so we'll save that knife. All right, so here's our basket. So what are we gonna do? We are gonna drop some of our veggies. We'll probably just line the bottom with some veggies. And then I am gonna stick in my meat kind of one at a time in there so that they're not stuck together when they cook. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more veggie in there and then more meat. And we're gonna get half and half. So half of this and half the meat is going in. Okay, there we have it. It's all in there. We're gonna snap it shut and we're gonna get it installed. So if you have never installed the rotisserie basket in your Deluxe Air Fryer, you're in luck. I have a video on that, but I'll show you here too. So what you're gonna do is on this side, you'll see that there's a little star bit. That's where you're gonna wanna install it first. So install it first on that side, and then on that side over there, is just a ledge that you rest the rest of your basket inside of. So we're gonna put this in, put it into the star bit, and then rest it on the ledge over there, which I missed. There you go. And if it doesn't move, you're in the right spot. We're gonna close it, and now we are gonna set it on rotisserie for about 12 minutes. We're gonna start. At the 12-minute mark, I will check the veggies, see if everything is cooked. I am almost positive that it's gonna be only about 12 to 15 minutes, but like I said, I've never done this before. So we're just gonna eyeball it, see what happens. But we're gonna start with 12, see how it goes. Rotisserie, 12 minutes. I'll be back in 12 minutes to show you the results and get the hoagie rolls ready and everything else ready. I'll be back. It's done. Let's check out and see if we need any more time. So to remove the basket, we're just going to put our basket retrieval tool inside, lift, and out it comes. Oh, so I feel like, so see how my meat in there isn't quite the right color yet? So I'm gonna go with 5 more minutes. So I'm gonna reinstall it. Make sure it's stuck and set it for 5 more minutes. All right, the time is up again. Let's get this out and get it all chopped up. I have another set of things to deal with. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there for just a second. And I'm gonna deal with my bread. And I'll grab one of my hoagie rolls that I made fresh earlier, and I am just going to slice it in half. So, for those of you tuning in, yeah, look at that. Look at the stretchy, beautiful texture of that hoagie. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to mix some garlic with some butter and make some garlic butter because this is a requirement. Almost all of the recipes that I saw had a garlic buttered hoagie. Usually they put them face down on the grill, but since we have an air fryer, we are going to utilize that. So I'm just going to paint my garlic butter all on the inside here. And most of the recipes I saw were like slather that bad boy. So I am. And I think I'm going to do another one so that there's two going at the same time. Another beautiful inside to this gorgeous hoagie roll. If you missed that video, I posted it earlier this week. So easy to make hoagie rolls. You just need some time and some patience. Okay, we're gonna get them in, we're gonna toast them up. So I'm gonna put them on the top rack, there we go, of the air fryer. We're gonna turn it on air fry, 400 degrees for like, let's try 5 minutes. I'll check it at 2.5 minutes just in case. While that's going, we're gonna chop up our Philly steak. Okay, here we go. You ready to see our Philly steak? Dun, dun, dun. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that worked. Actually, I can. I love my basket. In fact, I'm gonna get the rest of this steak loaded in so that it's ready to go in as soon as that's out, because I have some hungry people to feed. Okay, I've seen some people who chop their steak up into little bits, some people who leave it whole. So I'm gonna do a little bit of both. So on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and chop it a little bit smaller just so it's easier to eat. But you guys, it looks fantastic. Now I've seen in those cooking shows that they take their spatulas and cut it all up, but I'm not that talented. So I'm just gonna cut mine up kind of roughly with my knife here so that it can all go inside my hoagie roll and be very delicious and edible. Let's check our rolls. Looks good still. Okay, so I'm just gonna run the knife right through it. Let's taste it. That's good. That tastes like, that's well seasoned. I don't think it needed any marinade. Can you hear the surprise in my voice? I'm pretty surprised, actually. And am I supposed to chop up the peppers too and the onions? I can't remember. Sure, okay. So we're gonna do it for this one. We'll just give them a rough chop as well, just so that it's maybe easier to stick on the bun. All right, let's try one of these. That's good too. All right, let's look at our buns. Oh my, look at that toasted goodness. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this glove. We're gonna set it down and we are gonna pile these full of delicious bits. So let's do steak and now all the veg. Maybe I should have tossed them together. I feel like I should toss them together. Okay, my bad. So toss it back together again before you put it back on your hoagie roll. Oh, that looks fantastic. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm excited. So what we have here are the two sandwiches. And I've only ever had it with provolone. So we are going to stick a beautiful amount of provolone right on the top for huge slices, because why not? And then the other half of the people said good old American cheese whiz. So we're gonna do it. Like I said, half the people were doing the cheese whiz thing and the other half the provolone thing. So here we go. You ready? So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna, that's disgusting. I'm sorry, it's fine. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. But that is some processed cheese, I don't know. Now into the air fryer, we are gonna go for another, I will just put it in for about 5 minutes and I will check it at the halfway mark. And at that point, it's gonna be done. And we are gonna air fry it. Let's set it for 5 minutes. I will check it at 2.5 minutes, but it should be done. I'm thinking it should be done. So in the meantime, I'm going to cut up the rest of my hoagie rolls and get them buttered and beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, halfway mark, let's check. Oh my goodness, they are about done. Let me move this. Oh my goodness. Can you even? Do you believe it? Look at those. Oh my, they look fantastic. Give me your vote. Cheese whiz or provolone? Which one would you go for? Okay, let's get these guys onto a plate and get them served up. Oh my, those are huge. That's probably one per plate. Okay, let me grab another plate. All right, well, what do you think? Those of you who have had Philly steak before, you'll have to let me know, are you a cheese whiz or a provolone? Because both of them look exceptionally well. Okay, so how do we eat this? I assume we just pick it up and bite into it. So I'm gonna try that. This is not gonna be ladylike. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Does that measure up to the Philly steak and cheese that I've had elsewhere? I think it does. That's really good. Other than my bun kind of coming apart, I think I should have cut it differently. But other than that, it looks pretty darn good. I definitely feel like I should probably chop that stuff together and mix it together before it goes in the bun. But the provolone is very good. So let's try the cheese whiz. Watch me like this one better. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. I see why they put cheese whiz on it. Dang. You might have made me a believer. That might be better than that. I can't believe I said that. Wow, I'm fascinated that American cheese in that tastes that good. The provolone tastes great, but the American cheese tastes that much better. Am I supposed to put them both in the same? I don't think so. I think there's one or the other. So what do you think? I mean, like, if you like Philly steak and cheese, is this something that you'll do where you utilize your air fryer and making Philly steak and cheese? If you don't have a Deluxe Air Fryer, you can just shake it in your basket and shake it up until it's ready to go. But you guys, this is a great recipe, and I think that I'm gonna make Philly steak and cheese like this often. Like, this may be a once a month thing now, because this is good. And that was pretty simple to make. Now, will I make my hoagie rolls from scratch every time? Yes, yes I will. Because it is, if I'm already doing sourdough throughout the day, what's one more bread to turn? So I'm gonna get off here, I'm gonna finish up dinner, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. Right now, we're going through all over the places, all over the world. So if you have a regional cuisine that you want me to try, please leave me a comment and I will see what I can do. Otherwise, I'm gonna botch things like that Cincinnati chili. I'll never live it down. Or I'll hit a home run, like with this Philly cheesesteak. All right, you guys. Well, we will see you on the next adventure. Bye.